or so.
They have, but they're quick moving. They're quick flash and dashes, and then they're gone. And I think that's the last round that we're going to get. So a couple pop-ups still possible in the River Valley, but then overnight tonight, I think we'll clear out and we'll be mostly sunny this weekend. From Beaver Lake to Lake Washita to even Lake Worcester will be looking beautiful for your Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I think we're going to be hard-pressed to find a bunch of clouds for your Saturday and Sunday. Now, by the time we get to Monday, we'll start to get a bit more of a south wind, and that may produce a couple extra clouds with a little bit more humidity, but then that humidity jumps a lot more by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, giving us the storm chances. But we kept off the storm chances through Monday. We've got a beautiful forecast. Lakes are warming up. We've got temperatures fairly warm. Now, the morning temperatures, they could be chilly. A lot of times we're going to be waking up in the 50s because we've got cooler, drier air moving in. You can see the effect of that cooler, drier air pushing these clouds. This is the boundary of where the drier air is and a little bit more humid. I mean, we're not muggy for any means, but we're watching that cooler air come in, and right along this boundary, we're watching some isolated little showers. And sometimes they're kind of heavy for a second. In fact, Ozark, we've got a good one on the west side of town, dropping south. This is going to just push across the rest of Franklin County. Sallisaw, we're looking good. You got to go on the other side of the racetrack where we've got some of that rain crossing I-40, but it's starting to dissipate once it gets closer to the Sequoia Wildlife National Refuge. We'll get a couple drops there. And then the shower that hit us in Fort Smith continues to wane. Right now, it's pushing over Sugarloaf, and it'll be moving over Poto Mountain and the Heavener-Runestone State Park here within the next 20 minutes or so. But watch out for a very stray shower. In the River Valley, northwest Arkansas, I think it's going to be very hard for us to get one. We still got about a 10% chance, but that cooler air is working in, and it's doing its thing, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend no matter what your plans are. Right now, we're sitting in the 70s and 80s. Nice northeast wind coming in. You can see the northeast wind kind of hitting the mountains right now as it blows in. We've got 79 in Rogers and in Bentonville, beautiful out there by the lake. Taneytown, 79 and 80 degrees reporting in Siloam Springs. In the River Valley, we're doing warm too. You know, we've got 70s and 80s, but we've cooled down a little bit in Fort Smith thanks to that shower just came on through. But I tell you what, we may see that temperature kind of jump back up as the sun breaks back out across the sky. So what do we got for the rest of this evening? I think we'll be falling to the 60s by about 9 o'clock in northwest Arkansas. River Valley might take us a little bit longer. In fact, we may not hit the 60s until midnight. It'll be a slower process for us. Tomorrow's forecast, headed to the lake, or maybe your pool is going to be the lake this weekend. Not a bad idea. Upper 70s, will briefly touch 80 in the afternoon, I think, in northwest Arkansas. In the River Valley, we should get to the 80s. The question is, how far in the 80s do we go? Probably low to mid 80s expected. Should be a beautiful Saturday afternoon. You see on Futurecast, the clouds continue to push out, and then we've got mostly clear skies for you overnight tonight. Beautiful weekend in store for us. Mostly sunny for tomorrow, and mostly sunny for Sunday. Beautiful weekend forecast. Can't ask for much better than this. Monday, Memorial Day, warming up to the mid-80s, and then next week we've got several chances for some isolated storms popping up. So far, not a huge threat for severe weather, just a few more of those downpours to hopefully cool you off.
So a week from now, it's going to be summertime.
You're going to feel it. Really? It's back. Yep.
This is the unofficial start to summer this weekend, so Mother Nature is just matching up with it.
Good timing there.
Yes.
All right, Matt, thanks. It is Friday. That means the return